Yes, my people. Welcome to the channel. Errol Coombs, the holistic man. Yeah, welcome. Well, we want debate today and a little of the diabetic people, Right now, I find all the people, gravitating to a lot of, you know, big meat eating, like a lot of jerk pork and beef and those greasy stuff, a lot of starchy food and these sort of things. You know, I understand we lose even the skins of the food. We're not consuming a lot of the skins from the food, which is that's a part of the food that really have all of those vitamin and iron, what pick up from the sun. They just peel off all the good part of the food and throw it away. And, they just eat the starch. That's where people get in all of this diabetes and stuff like that. You have to watch the rum, the sweet. You have to watch all of these drinking and stuff like that. So you have to stick to food more like your vegetable, your green veg, your shredded cabbage and stuff like that, raw veg. Make a lot of these sort of, what you call it, the raw veg. You make eat a lot of raw veg and stuff like that. You understand? So within that, your food, you can mix your food with a vegetable. All right. Well, with diabetes now around the house, we find like plants like the chickweed. You have a little weed, it blooms some purple flowers. I haven't got it right in this vicinity here, but these plants grow in habitats, So mostly we have to find that mostly on the hillside, up in the mountain. So you have a chickweed, you have the rice bitters, and you have chickweed, rice bitters, and you have the red watergrass. You boil these together. You have the stinging nettle that grow by the roadside. They call it the soft bush. All of these plants really, good for whenever you drink that. You doesn't see any form of sugar in the blood. Some of the doctors said it's hiding the blood, they're hiding the sugar, the plants are hiding the sugar. But you're getting rid of the sugar. Sugar is something that you can reverse by dropping off a lot of these greasy food, like eating the beef. The beef stays so long in your body before it digested and all these things. You don't want to give the stomach so much work. You understand? So we use a lot of like bitters, cerasee, Oluman bitters, bitter wood. We get these things and we make bitters. But you have to watch how you use the bitters also, because bitters, they are bad. It can be bad for the liver, because it can give you the cirrhosis of liver. So we use it like 9 days on and 9 days off, right? But you doesn't have to take it like 9 days straight like that. You can take it 3 days and you skip your thing, that you give your body some time to clean up. You need a lot of water. You need to walk, exercise to sweat out all those starch and all those toxic stuff from your body. You have to make sure that your body producing enough insulin that you could digest a lot of these sugar. Your body can break down all these sugar. So the things that you eat, string beans, these things carry insulin. A lot of these things, carry stuff like, the ripe plantains and stuff like that. You need all these things, so check out your eating. You need a lot of rest and exercise. and then that's how you really get the sugar out. Okay? Alright, that's for the sugar. Yeah, as I pick up a few things that you'll find a few of my ripe bananas. These bananas, we call them the frog bananas. These are one of the most medicinal bananas, very high of the iron. And you want to stuff all this iron in your system for your immune system. All these bananas you boil, if you want to boil the bananas, the young bananas or the leaf of the bananas with soursop leaf and the iron weed, you boil these things, you don't have to take iron tablets, man. It's very good for you. These bananas, you just roast them in the fire, in the skin like that, and you peel them and eat them, and it's very good. You can even fry them like ripe plantain, you know. Here I have a few plants as leaves. These are eucalyptus. There are a few trees on the island. You find them mostly in the Blue Mountain, but there are a few of them. There are a few of them what really drinkable. The others are poison. You find a bigger leaf, they're much bigger leaf, wider leaf than these. You see how narrow these are and half curves. If you crush the leaf, you crush the leaf, you smell all these menthol. Wow. Wow, the eucalyptus. You know the smell of eucalyptus or albas oil. These are very good for cold symptoms, sinuses and stuff like this. These are very good for the ear growth and all these things. These are eucalyptus leaves. Here I have the chocolate. You know those cocoa balls, the chocolate balls. Well, the cocoa ball now, people use this for the elder folks that started to, you know, lose their mind and stuff like that. This is a cocoa ball. They get all these the seed from the chocolate, and they put it in the sun to dry. Then they parch it and get the stripping off the seeds, and they put it in this wooden mortar where they pound it. Yeah, but they pound all this chocolate until it gets oily, and then they just take it and make a ball with it and put them to dry. So when they dry, they get hard. So you can grate this, use a little cinnamon. These are cinnamon leaves with a little vanilla, and you use a cinnamon powder. The cinnamon powder is very good for a lot of sugar treatment. If you Google the cinnamon treatment, it will show you a whole lot of things where you can use the cinnamon and honey to treat a lot of these sicknesses also. The cinnamon powder, this powder is very good for treating all these sicknesses. Diabetes, sinuses, you can name it. Cinnamon powder and honey. By the use the teaspoon to get the cinnamon and get some honey, mix it together, and you heat that just like that. Okay, well, these are good for these guys who get cyanide and start talking a lot of foolishness. The brain need oil, so this have a lot of oil. Whenever you boil this tea, you have a lot of oil on the top of it. You can grate a piece of coconut, which is very healing also. The coconut is very good for healing processes. So you can use a little coconut milk in it and it make this tea. You use some sugar, you doesn't have to use any milk in it because the coconut milk and all this milk, in which many people love use their milk. So if you use the milk, you get this wonderful cocoa chocolate taste. All right. Ready, we're gonna walk around and see, pick a few plants and show you. This This is what I call the ironweed. Boiling this one with any strong back, any kind of these plants, green bananas, which I have potassium, and the ironweed. You know, you get a lot of iron from this. Okay. Here we have the Spanish needle. Spanish needle, you can even steam this like a callaloo. You make a tea from it. Many of times you can even pick the bloom from them and dry all these bloom, and you make tea from them. You get a different medicine from the start. Well, this you get a lot of keratin, more keratin than callaloo. So elder folks use it for making pepper pot soup and all this sort of thing. You know, very strong. We give it to rabbits for the main feeding for a rabbit. King of the forest. This is very good for even the diabetes. This clean your blood, clean out your blood. You can even use it to rub a wingworm or stuff like that on your skin. This is very good for a lot of stuff. Diabetes, whole lot of things. It's thin in the blood also. This is our dandelion. Some people, they have the one that they call the arse bloom or arse flowers. You got a lot of that in the Netherlands. It blooms a little white ball where you can blow all those cotton stuff off it. That one is a dandelion. It's very good. The root of it, very good for make a dandelion tea, dandelion wine and stuff like this. But this is our dandelion. This gives us some fine beans. What we do, we parch the beans and we pound it, and it tastes just like a coffee. You use it as like a decaf. Elder people drink it at night because they doesn't get no caffeine from it. Well, the beans are very good for stoppage of water, swollen kidney, and any kidney problems, heart problems. You have the beans, a pound with the gray nickel bean and the dandelion. This is good for any sort of stoppage of water, and it's very good for, you know, cleaning the urinary system. Okay, this is allspice. This is what we call a pimento. The pimento is very good for the blood system. It's hot, more like a heat in the blood. So people with a slow circulation, you make tea from the pimento leaves and drink. It's very good and it tastes very nice, just like the cinnamon leaves. We boil them together, cinnamon leaf and pimento leaf with another. And remember, the men, you don't use two leaves, two different plants. You use unbalanced, three. Men, they said, grandma always told me the men have unbalanced hormone, 3, and the ladies double, 2. So ladies can drink 2 plants, but men 1, 3, 5, 7, straight up 37 plants. You can get them together and you boil them, store them in water, put them in the fridge and drink. It's good for cleaning and building. I have all these plants here. I have plants for even bath, doing bath, get away, drive away even bad spirits from you. You just boil these plants together. You use a little frankincense and myrrh with a little blue in it, and you have a bath. You chase away evil. You say a few prayers with all these plants. We have the Madame Fate, where you used to be body pain. It bloom a star, a white star. So these plants where you see bloom, even these unusual bloom, they are very good. The blooming even signal you, telling you what it is. You see a star, but later on, I'm gonna show you a few of these. I will pick these plants and bring to you, and you will see what it looks like. Green bananas. We have a green banana leaf here and the iron weed. Only the saucer leaf left to go with this now. We're gonna give it a little flavor with the pimento leaf. Give it a little flavor. Okay people, I hope you end the video, so remember to like and subscribe and share the video. Just subscribe for more content. Okay, cool. Bless up.